Okay, so here we are. I'm driving today from Shymkent to Kordai. As you can see on the map here, I'm going to be driving in an easterly direction. We're going to be driving along the Kyrgyzstan border for part of this journey. This is a main international road. I think they call it something like the Europe to China road or something like that. So the road is in very good condition. Part of it's been newly built. It's 500 kilometres and it's going to be a very rural journey. A lot of nice beautiful countryside to see, but not much in the way of urban life, shall we say. And this is my car, a Ravon Nexia R3, here in Shymkent. It's a decent enough car. It's actually really a Chevrolet Aveo, but badged here as a Ravon or Ravon, whatever you want to call it. So our journey's underway, just driving along a main road here in Shymkent as we make our way out of the city. This is the centre of Shymkent. That's me there. Early in the morning, so not much traffic about. And this is the beginning of Prospect Kunayeva. Another main road here in Shymkent. Just driving along Kunayeva at the moment. Some new apartment buildings on the left hand side, as you can see there. It's quite a newly built road, this. Expensive road as well. It's expensive to live along here. This is typical in the former Soviet Union. You get nice wide roads. See, it's a 4-lane road, this one, in each direction. And we're still going along the same road, Kunayeva. This is just much further up. It's now 3 lanes in each direction. And we're getting further and further out of the city. This is now the outskirts of Shymkent. On the left hand side we've got the big wheel. That's quite a nice place to visit in the evening on a hot summer's day. Highly recommend it. Very, very lively. Got a Toyota Camry in front of us, which is a very common car here in Kazakhstan. There's some event going on there in the square on the left hand side. There's a big statue up there as well, as you can see on the left hand side. Nice place to visit. You get really good views over the city if you go up there. And we're coming to the big roundabout now. This is right at the edge of Shymkent. road's pretty bad here. I'm going to turn right here and hit the main road, which is the main road to Almaty, the largest city in Kazakhstan. It's around 700 kilometres from here, of which I'm just doing 500 to Kordai. I say just 500, it's far enough, isn't it? Okay, I'm on the main road now, really nice road, newly built. As I said, there's not really that much to see here apart from the nature. When you drive in Kazakhstan, it really is very, very sparse, should we say. There's really not much to, to see, really. It's such a big country, but just so few people living there. 18 million people. Yeah, it's the 9th largest country in the world. Compared to, say, Western Europe, the motorways here, just get so few cars on the road, which is nice. You do kind of feel a bit lonely at times, especially if you're driving on your own. There's no one else in the car, which there was for this journey, so that was alright. You've got someone to talk to, someone to keep you company. But it can be very, very lonely on these roads if you're on your own. And there's no sort of breakdown service like the AA or anything like that. If you do break down, you have to just put your hand out, stick your hand out and try and stop a car, so they can help you. Chances are you're going to be a long way from any kind of mechanic as well. You could really, well, theoretically you could be hundreds and hundreds of miles away, or kilometres away from civilization. Not on this particular journey, but in certain parts of Kazakhstan, if you're right in the middle of the steppe. So we're going to be covering 2 oblasts in this journey. An oblast is like a kind of region or province, I guess is probably the best word to describe it. So Shymkent is the capital of the South Kazakhstan Oblast, and we're going to be going into the Jambul Oblast, which is where Kordai is located. So you get a nice view here of the mountains. Snow-covered mountains. I think at the moment we have already crossed over into the Jambul Oblast. Oh no, we haven't. I tell a lie. We're still in South Kazakhstan Oblast, just at the border here, between the 2 oblasts or provinces, whatever you want to call them. The road just gets a bit poor here, and here we go. Just coming into the Jambul Oblast right now, and the road suddenly got good again. There's 2 lanes in each direction. That's perfectly adequate when you consider how few cars there are on the road. Another nice view of the mountains there in the background as we make our way east. Is that a car? Is there actually a car in front of us? Wow. it's a van, isn't it? But the vehicle nonetheless. Turn off the village there. Alright, we've just stopped for a quick break, and we're off again. Big Shoe Canal. Wow. As you can see, it's just a very, 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 very long open road. Yeah, it is very monotonous and it can be quite tiring when you drive this stretch of road. But I enjoy driving. It's fine. I think as well, when you drive when there's so few cars on the road, you have actually got to keep your guard, because a car could come past you and you least expect it. You know what I mean? If you're, let's just say you're overtaking a lorry, you might sort of think, oh, there's no cars on the road, I'll just quickly overtake it. In actual fact, there might be a car speeding up behind you in the other lane, the outer lane. You still have got to check your mirrors, just make sure you really are, clear. It's clear to overtake. Oh, here's an example now. As I overtake this lorry, I'm sure I would have looked back in my mirror to make sure the coast was clear. And then back I go into the other lane. I think the other thing to be careful of as well, because it's such an open road, you might sort of just drive really, really fast. You feel, oh, what's the problem? You've got to be careful. The speed limit in Kazakhstan on these roads, I've forgotten actually, I think it's 110, if I'm not mistaken. You can go at about 120, I think. The police won't stop you for that. Give you leeway for about 10 kilometres. Some signs for some little villages there. Very, very, very small places they are. Spot the car. No car, there's one on the other side of the road. As you can see, it's very, very different to driving in, say, Western Europe. Right, now I believe this is where we run along, literally we run right along the border with Kyrgyzstan. If I'm not mistaken, you are currently looking at Kyrgyzstan. There's a fence there if you can see it, and beyond that fence is a different country, Kyrgyzstan. So we are literally right on the border. The field there is in Kyrgyzstan. I always find that quite fascinating. So he's right, we're in Kazakhstan, but we're looking at Kyrgyzstan. You can't cross the border here. You risk being shot dead. You have to cross the point. You have to cross the border at an official border crossing. There is actually one in Kordai. It's actually the main one, which we're heading to. And there's like a border crossing lookout point you can see there. So I guess people will sit up there, make sure no one's trying to cross the border illegally. I mean, Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, they're close. They're very similar culturally. They don't need visas to go between the two countries. Just an ID card will suffice. Coming up to a sign here, Kordai. Was that 80? I think it said. We're back again looking at the border with Kyrgyzstan. All those trees there, I believe, are all in Kyrgyzstan. Unbelievable, people have been shot dead while trying to cross the border. There's no point, as I said, the two countries are very close, you don't need a visa to go into between the two countries. So you might as well just cross at the correct border crossing. There aren't that many though, there's a few. As I mentioned, Kordai is one of them. And there's a few others along the road as well. Not along the road, but... And it's a toilet stop. Beautiful, beautiful toilets here, as you're about to see. In the wilderness here, Kazakhstan. Okay, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, baby, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so we're now off the main road, heading to Kordai. It's a single track road on each side. Coming into Kordai now. This is the start of it. So we just fork off to the right here. If we went left, we'd be heading towards Almaty. But we're heading right. We're actually in Kordai now. And if you keep going straight, you'll get to the border between Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, an official border crossing, and you would be in Kyrgyzstan, very close to the capital, Bishkek. Bishkek's about, I don't know, 15 kilometres from here. which is the capital of Kyrgyzstan. We're not going to be crossing that border today. The place I'm going to in Kordai is my wife's family's house, which is literally about 2 minutes from the border. So Kordai is a small town, I suppose you could say, on the border between Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. You see a lot of Kyrgyz cars here, with Kyrgyz number plates. It's not a bad little place, but not that much doing here really, in all honesty. You've got the main square on the right there. Okay, I'm just popping out. I'm going to go into the shop to top up my phone. Wrong shop. And back in the car. And just to complete the journey now, just a few kilometres to go until we reach our final destination. Just show you a little bit more of this little town of Kordai. This is the centre. Nice car there on the left. Kordai city. And there we go, we've arrived. 504.2 kilometres. Goodbye.